Good morning, friends. It's Deanna Wilson from our Blooming Catholic Life. And this week we've been looking at reading books and why reading even children's books is good for our soul and good for our relationship and formation with our kids, our grandkids, kids in the neighborhood. What the heck? And we were going to do post-apocalyptic books today. We're still going to do that, but we're going to do that tomorrow. And the reason is so good. I am feeling so encouraged. So yesterday I went out for lunch with some friends and I found out it was a little suspicious because it's a Wednesday and everyone was saying that they can't eat meat. And that's a little unusual. And it didn't even click. Like, they'd said little things all along and I wasn't paying attention. Like, I have no sleep. It's a dreary day. The weather's been awful. I have such a headache. I could really use caffeine. And I'm like, she's a coffee maker, everyone. She just gave coffee. And it was not clicking that these wonderful ladies are both doing a 90 program. So we had the Fiat 90, Exodus 90, Nineveh 90 programs, and they're doing them. Now, they're not doing them full on. They're adapting them a little bit, but I am totally encouraged by the fact that they were willing to even try them. I know I shocked them because some of the things I said I wasn't going to do, I'm doing a little bit, like the no cold shower. I don't even take a shower. I take a hot bath. And honestly, everybody knows I can't really sleep if I don't have my hot bath. My hips hurt too much. And my body temp drops when I try and sleep. So I really use that to get me warm. And so I don't shiver for hours instead. But I have found I can be more generous with the nature's resources. So I'm only filling the bath like halfway. And yes, it's been a sacrifice, but it's one of those things where God must be making it easier than it is, because it's actually working. It's never worked before in my life and it's working. So it must be one of those where he's just taking a little bit of that burden off me, so that I'm able to do it. And I'm feeling so blessed. And my husband's glad because he takes a shower after my bath, and mayhap I was hogging all the water. I didn't realize how much I was until you see how grateful he is now that he has more hot water. So whoopsie on that one. You learn things, right? You learn things. And that's the whole point, was I was really sacrificing for Jesus, and it turns out it helped my husband. And that's how that works. That is how that works. When we put our eyes on Jesus and focus on Jesus, because he is love, other things should start falling into place. And it's one of those things where I did tell the girls, you may not see the fruit of your 90s, right? Like I've been telling you, you may not see the fruit of it. You may not see the benefits while you're doing it. That one was like a rare thing that I actually got to see that one. But there's so many blessings, and just being able to control your will better. But there's more than that. There's so much more than that. I feel like my spiritual life really opened up after I did my first 90. So yeah, I'm definitely trying to work in a lot of parts of that and push myself more than I have before, which also brings us then to our New Year's planning. And I want to check in with you guys on that a little bit. And a tiny fun update for you. I think everybody realizes by now that I have foster bunnies. I'm going to put a picture of them in probably at the end. Stay tuned to the end and you can see the adorable bunnies. And they are such little mischief makers, but they're such adoring siblings. They can squabble one minute and the next minute you see them asleep in this giant heap of fur, and they're all grooming each other and being super sweet. And then the next minute they're stealing food literally from each other's mouths, because it's too hard to get your own food, just take it right out of your sibling's mouth, even though you're all sitting right at the same food dish. They're just ridiculously cute and adorable. I know my whole family loves them. The dog cannot live without them. He has made that abundantly clear. He loses his mind when we take them to adoption events. So we have put in an application for the bunnies to adopt them. Haven't heard back yet, but we're kind of excited. And one of our problems has been, though, that Miss Penny gets bored in the night. Now, we've given her a full one of those cardboard banker boxes like you would keep your taxes in or something in the olden days. They were on sale at BJ's, so we grabbed some of those. They're nice thick thick cardboard boxes, and we filled it up with newspaper, and where the handle's cut in the side, we made a little bit bigger hole so she could go in. So she's been going in, we say it's her office, and she goes in and does her paperwork, which is really shredding. She shreds like crazy in there, so I have to keep the level of newspaper up for her so that she has something to play with in there. And the boys have been working on the other handle on the other side, trying to make a little hole, because they don't all fit in the box, and that disturbs them that they don't all fit in the box. They want to do everything together. And so some days the box is enough to keep her busy in the night, and I don't know why she does it, whether it's boredom, she's looking for food, but sometimes in the litter box, so they eat hay in the litter box. They always have hay in the litter box. It helps wear down their teeth and keeps their digestive system moving. So they always have hay in their litter box. But I don't know if in the middle of the night she runs out or what the deal is. But a lot of times she was digging in the litter box. Rabbit litter is not the grossest thing in the world, because at least their poo is dry, right? They have two kinds of poo. That's a different conversation. But the one in the box is dry. But because of the wet litter, when she digs, it does make a mess. And so then I have to make their pen smaller. I sprinkle baking soda out. Oh, I scrape up the poo first. Put that all back in the box. Sprinkle baking soda on the carpet, which is a carpet that we have on top of our carpet, just so the rabbits can ruin it. And wait 20 minutes, come back, vacuum it. Then I fix the pen back up, clean their litter box, have that all fixed up. And then, only then, have I been feeding them breakfast. So this has been going on for maybe a week that we've been doing it that way. So this morning I come downstairs, and what I am greeted with, I have never seen before. I've seen one rabbit dance at a time, and maybe once or twice I've seen two rabbits dance at a time. But these are very big bunnies, and to see all three of them not only dancing but doing binkies. So binkies is when they jump up in the air and their hind legs click together. So these are three rather enormous rabbits running around like crazy, dancing, twirling. It was beyond belief. I didn't know to have the camera out. It was so amazing. And they're running around dancing, and they're like, "Look at us, Mama, look at us. We're so good. We're such good buddies." And they were. The pen was like immaculate. I was so happy with them. And so they got treats as well as their food. And they were just so proud of themselves. It was so adorable. So adorable. So many levels of encouragement, both from people and from animals today. And yeah, house rabbits are trainable. I don't know that I trained them. It could have been a coincidence, but it's one of the things I miss about our last bunny, Albuquerque, was every morning I'd go downstairs and he would dance when he saw me. He was a rescue. He was a garage bunny rescue. Every morning he would dance when he'd see me, and it just made my day so much brighter. And to see all three of them dancing and happy this morning was such a treat. That definitely made my day. So I was encouraged even more from that. Now, back to planning. So New Year's planning. Remember we started out sketching out goals and all. Well, we're more than a month in. And if you're doing a Nineveh, you're probably a good bit in. Sorry, a 90. Whatever 90 you're doing. So I'm going to get it out. I remembered my mission is pretty easy. It's all very Baltimore Catechism. Know God, love God, serve God, right? So the mission is pretty easy. But then I had SMART goals for each. Yes, I missed book sharing this month, but it was for my mother's 75th birthday party. So happy birthday, Mom. I was doing everything, but I forgot I was reading the first volume of Francis, The Essential Documents. Totally forgot that one, and that's why you keep that down. So that, I may put that under habit tracker. Remember, I don't know that I have one out, but the habit trackers are smaller pieces of paper that fit right in my happy planner. They slot right on here. And they actually have like a blank line and then 30 little bubbles, and I click them off every day that I've done them. So that reading from my St. Francis Early Documents book, that's going on a habit tracker because that is something I still want. So I'm going to look at my goals here, look at my SMART goals. I'm going to evaluate them. If there's something that I have not been doing and I still absolutely think it's valuable, I'm going to make a habit tracker today because it's pretty early on in February, and it's what, the 6th? Yeah, I'm going to start that. I'm going to put that on. In my love truth, 3 goals I had, all 3 of them I missed this month. Now, one was again my mom's birthday. Okay, party. Find a spiritual director. I am still working on that. And spread out liturgy hours. That's just not happening. Liturgy hours is going on habit tracker. Shop for donations. The next one, serve truth, or serve God, 5 things. I'm doing 2 of those completely reliably, but I can set these other ones up. Okay, so some of them are going on a habit tracker. The other one is something I need to call and do. So gonna do that later when I'm done with you. So that's what I wanted to do today. Go back. You've been in this possibly for 30 days with these goals. See if they're still working for you. You may need to just tune up a SMART goal. Was it too much? Was it too little? Did you find that you're totally able to rock that out of the park? Maybe you need to increase it. If you're finding it's been really challenging to get it in, maybe you need to cut back on it a little bit. If it's something that it's just you being forgetful and lazy, set up a habit tracker. You can set alarms on your phone and the little checklist there. And did you get your accountability partner? Because that could be an issue right there. If you don't have an accountability partner, you really need an accountability partner to keep you accountable. Yeah. So look at that. Now the other ones, oh yes. So the picking the new lock screen of an image of Mary at the last week of every month, that worked out great. I changed to a little Lourdes Grotto photo that I have taken at, of course I can't get it, at the shrine. Let me clear all these messages. Yeah, Our Lady's kind of covered by Gina and Diane, but she's there. So every time I open this, yep, it's automatic in my brain. I start a Hail Holy Queen. And that's become automatic. So that's turns out that's what the devotion needed. I just need to put a new image up every now and then. So if I find them slacking, new image, even if it's not the end of the month. Morning Mary in prayer, getting that. I'm getting that. And then I had Mary in prayer during food prep. I've been slacking off on the food prep, so that morning prayer during Mary in prayer during food prep isn't really working. Oh wait, that's not for me, not in food prep for me. That's when I'm cooking meals. I have done that a couple times, but honestly, not as much. So I may put, I'm going to pick a Mary in prayer. If you do night prayer at all, you know, there's like 4 options. I mean, you can do any Mary in prayer, I think, at night, but there's 4 options on the liturgy hours and iBreviary that they give you to choose from. So I'm going to pick one and put it on the list with my menu planning for the week. So that when I look at my menu planning, it's already there. And so when I go up into the kitchen to make that meal, it's right there for me. Great idea. See, that's the sort of thing I want you to do. Go back through your goals again, look at them, and see where you need help, where it's too much, where it's not enough. What are some little tips that you can give to yourself? And if you're having trouble remembering the abstaining from meat on Wednesday or Friday, again, make that a part of your meal planning and make it really clear. So maybe you actually need to have a meal plan up that includes breakfast or lunch if that's where you're sneaking in meat. By meal planning, you're kind of already having that built in, and it makes it just a little bit easier on you. You could put a little symbol or sticker on to remind you, a little crucifix or a heart or something, that this is a special day. You could also do that. It could just be as simple as a little sticker or something on your calendar on those days to remind you, hey, this is a meat-free day for me right now. I think that's it, friends. So again, tomorrow we're going to do post-apocalyptic books. I think that's going to be a challenging one, and I'm kind of psyched up for it. I really was ready to do that today, but I am just feeling so encouraged and so blessed by all of you that so many people have chosen to try the 90s. I know at least 3 people are doing it. Now, I don't know that they're really doing it because of me, and that totally does not matter to me. The fact that I know at least 3 of my closest friends are doing it, and I had no idea. I had no idea they were doing it. It was such a surprise to me, and I'm just feeling like, woohoo, because it's all good for the kingdom. And so I'm so encouraged by at least them, and I bet there's more of you out there doing it. And I want to encourage you and thank you and just ask God to bless all your efforts, because it's worth it. It's worth it. It means so much to Him, and it means so much to the whole body of Christ that you are making that effort to conform yourself to the will of God. God bless you. I am just so beyond myself thrilled. So that's it, friends, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Post-apocalyptic books. We're also getting ready to film a new Reluctant Husband. It's not food tasting. He knows what it is, but I still think it's going to be a shocker for him. Okay, so God bless you, friends. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, watch some other cool videos. Have a blessed day. Bye, friends.